Hello and welcome to Malt Magical More. We had to kill a friend today. I'm not crying, you are.
Oh
A lot of
dear.
emotions today.
Oh
Hello.
dearie me. Oh.
Let's just talk through the series of events, right?
Yeah.
I was going to wish for his stuff back. Dargon convinced Ander not to because we should try and save Roko. You then start a fight with him and we have to kill him.
Yeah.
At least now you can wish for your stuff back.
Hey!
Swings and roundabouts.
Swings and roundabouts.
Come full circle.
Yeah. It wasn't necessarily about, keeping it wasn't necessarily about the, let's definitely use the wish. But we kept going backwards and forwards on it on a number of occasions, like, what are we going to do with it? And, it was just...
And that's only because every time Danny made a decision, somebody else chimed up and went, well, why don't we think about doing that?
I did think, though, I had a brainwave and I thought, if I've got a cure in my blood now because I've got magic blood, that could be cool.
Good. That was a good one. Yeah.
But no. But I'm still toying whether we should wish his vampire victims back from the dead.
It is a good one.
But then again, we're on an island with some of them, so I don't know if they're going to be good guys or not.
Who knows?
But it'd be good, to get the movie back, get the Eladrin people dead, that are dead back. It might win us some favours as well, selfishly.
I think the thing is, from the point of Dargon's point, he got up to that and didn't see his friend anymore.
Yeah.
And there were a couple of responses back and forth that, that was what it was going to be. It was also going to be that, just kind of like that, you slap someone out of it, but as a Goliath, there's no real half truths on that one, so it was just punch him and just see if you can shake him out of it. So, it was going to be a punch, a grapple, stop it, we're here to help you. But yeah, never ended up being that way. So
No.
had to finish him off. Couldn't let him off the island. That's the one thing we said we wouldn't do. And so yeah, unfortunately, that was all that's going to happen.
That earthquake
Oh,
fucking
she
spell
wrote.
was badass, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit fucked up. The hell is
What
that
was
thing?
spell?
Earthquake.
Ooh,
What level is it?
that's high up. That's high up.
Fifth is my guess.
It's like it's like 7 or 8.
Than that. It was
An 8th level spell.
one 8th level spell. Like soul 8th level spell. There was a lot he could have cast at 8th level.
Jesus. It did the job, though, didn't it? I do think... Why didn't he take... Why did radiant damage not stop him healing?
Just because it
That
was
happens with
sunlight.
vampires, right?
I think it
Say
needs to
again?
be sunlight.
It did need to be sunlight. Radiant damage only works on true
Spawn.
vampires, I think it is.
The spawn,
Or
the
it's,
little
it's
ones.
one way or
I
the other.
thought it was the other way around. I thought
Don't.
I can't remember.
mean,
I'm running Curse of Strahd. I should know
One way or
that.
the other.
I'm only asking the question because I am actually also playing Curse of Strahd, and I think when I was fighting the spawns, it did stop him healing, and I can't remember.
Yeah, I think that's the case. I think on true vampires that doesn't work. It's just sunlight.
Yes, you're right.
I didn't. I
Yes,
didn't get
double
to do
checking my notes. Yep.
I didn't get to do a Constitution saving throw though. I did a
Earthquake.
dex saving throw for keeping concentration. It says that you must make a Constitution saving throw on the fail save. The concentration is broken. I did a dex save.
Yeah, it's just instantly broken.
On a failed save of a
On a
Constitution
failed
On a
save.
failed save.
Constitution.
On a failed.
I didn't roll a Constitution. I rolled the
Did I misread
dex.
that? Yeah, but I think it's if you fail the
Boys.
dex save, your concentration
No,
is broken.
if you fail the Constitution save, is what it says on the spell.
There is a fuck ton of text on that spell. It's insane.
There is, yeah. There's a lot.
What spell are you on about? Matt's earthquake spell? Or
Yeah.
your-
Sorry,
We've
don't-
got that
yeah,
wrong,
on
I
Earthquake.
apologise, but
It's alright.
I mean, you could argue that you fell 100 foot, you'd be able to concentrate.
no.
Oh, yeah.
That was beforehand.
But
Yeah, I mean, it would have gone after that. With the
Yeah,
no,
at
you.
that point, it would have gone. Yeah.
Well,
at that point it would have gone.
you might have been able to because it would have been half of that, which would have been 16 or 17. So you could have rolled and
yeah,
sorted it.
Sorry,
That's
I called
true.
the wrong saving throw.
I see.
I called the
How?
wrong saving throw.
However, that would have also. Yeah, it would. I think it would have evened out, wouldn't it?
It would have been still would have been a DC 17. So
Yeah.
it's just what the roll would have been. I don't know what the dex versus con.
If I never mentioned that I'm no longer Aquaman, am I technically still Fish Boy?
Isn't that a concentration spell in itself?
Yeah.
Was that alter self or something?
Yeah, it goes without saying that I turned back from a fish man after I'd swam through. But I just wanted to show off.
So yeah, my bad on that one. I totally misread that bit of the spell. I just called the
I
wrong
mean,
saving throw there. So
There's a lot of words on that spell.
There's far too many words on that spell. I mean, you know,
Sure, how long it took me to
I still
read it.
fuck up the Ring of Ice, and I've had it a while.
Yeah.
I was just reading. I was
Yep,
like,
yep,
no,
yep.
we don't get to fishes yet. They don't need to do the prone yet. Okay, next one up. Yeah, okay, we're on that one. And just
That is, yeah. Do you know what? It's one of those things that I've always gone. I wonder if I'd like to DM, and then I'm like, I am heavily dyslexic and hate to read. I am not even thinking about it. If I could do it all from memory, great. But if it involves reading that shit,
don't-
no.
just don't DM cleric NPCs. It's just not clever.
Yeah. That will
I
help.
also like to wing it, and I don't think DMs are allowed to wing it. Well, they have to wing it because we
DMs
throw
is
curveballs every
DMing
week.
is all winging it.
Yeah,
you've
but
still got
it's
a story.
it's also winging it at reading at light speed, which is the one thing I just can't do. So I'm just like, you know,
5% planning, 95% making shit up.
yeah. I mean, the whole thing about the
can't-
fact that after was it over a year, I still think that grapple means that you get advantage and you fucking don't. I'm like, fuck's sake.
No, it just.
I gotta remember that shit.
Is their movement speed.
It's restrained.
What,
Where it is.
what level was Vraco?
15.
15.
15, yeah. If he has a 8th level spell, yeah. Needs to be something.
There was
Now-
he was on our team.
But basically, for the sake of that, I changed Vraco's race, kind of, to Dampier.
Nice.
So use the Unearthed Arcana. So it was basically undead Dragonborn.
Has
Yeah, and he was
So-
also.
sorry?
So
Is
he.
Go on.
Carry on.
vampires? Is this a difference between again the spawn and the real ones? Do you kill the normal and the other ones turn to mist? Is that right?
So this was a grey area for me when I was looking it up.
That's why I did the check at the
Full-blooded
start.
vampires, technically, yes, they would go to mist.
And scoot back to the
Vraco's not
No.
quite there.
No. Yeah.
He's more than a spawn, but
Yeah.
not a. There's something in one of my other books called a vampire thrall, which he was more akin to.
Yeah,
So it's
basically,
it was the halfway house.
Dave knew there might be a chance, or Dave believed there might be a chance, and again didn't know whether it was a different types. The chance that we'd kill him, he'd fuck off, and we were like, oh bollocks! Now we got to go find him. You know what I mean? Like that didn't go to plan. Whereas at least now, and that would be the other thing. Yes, we killed him, but we can't take the body back to what's his face in Moonbright. So all thing like worst case scenario, we have no idea where he is. He's probably going to come back, and we don't have the body. You know. So that was what was going through my head with the check. So actually going, what are So anyway. And the other thing,
you know what? Go on.
I was just going to say the other thing was, again, Dave was like, okay, stab him in the sword to pin him to the ground to make sure that he doesn't recover or anything. But again, I'm like, Dargon wouldn't do that. Dargon's not going to do that. No, not going to happen.
Nope.
So I would literally have to wait for Matt to go, and he wakes up. I'm like, fuck it. So yeah,
when you unsubtly hinted at me to do hold person. Yeah. I couldn't even if I wanted to because I did want to, but I haven't got that spell anymore.
It was only meant to be a joke anyway, but I can't believe you don't have it.
So I did think, when you were cutting the branch down and saying you were going to pole vault.
Yeah.
I did wonder if you were going to be
stake.
clever and a wooden stake and literally just through the heart, gone. That would have been over in 5 minutes.
I was thinking of trying to kill him, shoot him with an arrow, but take the end off the arrow so it's wooden. But then I thought, I can't because my sword is about to return to me, and if I've got something else in my hands, it'll just land on the floor. So I have to have a free hand for it. So
point to note there, if a piercing weapon is made of wood and driven into his heart, that's it. So even though it says stake, an arrow would have done the job.
That's useful to know for when we go back to the Isle of the Dead.
Yeah. So we dragged that fight out way longer than we could.
There was ways of dealing with that. I put you in the most anti-vampire place going. Running water, trees everywhere.
We could have pushed him. If Dissonant Whispers would have worked, he wouldn't have gone in the water then, would he? Because you're not allowed to go into obvious danger. So we'd have only been able to move 5 or 10 feet. Ah, shit.
And then I was like, oh great, Timmy Ellsworth is going to do damage to undead. Oh fuck no. Wrong one.
That's changed now. So
yeah. So anyway, still 2-weapon fighting. I get some good rolls on that. Yeah.
You need to stop rolling
2-weapon
one for
fighting
thunder damage though.
Oh yeah, I'm just going to stop. 200.
yeah, I thought you said 2-weapon fighting there. I was like,
Sorry, I probably did. I may have done. It's late. Yeah, two-handed. And yeah, I just that was good. It's crazy that the D8 to the D10 makes a difference, but as you say, yeah, just booming blade, fuck's sake. But the thing is, like we said, that one extra damage can do all the difference.
Can be all the difference.
And I know, and I also know that well, this is my full intention that if I can also start to get it that. If I can start to get the enemy moving on the battlefield, then Booming Blade will be ever more prevalent because then they will take the extra damage. At the moment, I just stand there and they stand there. So if I
We're
can
yet
start
to combine a successful Booming Blade and Dissonant Whispers.
yeah, it'll come.
Yes, that's a good one.
It never worked.
The thing there is your
come up
DC,
against
your spell
creatures,
save DC is still relatively low,
15.
isn't it, Danny? Yeah.
especially when you come up against a cleric. He's going to be my wisdom 15, isn't he? For sure.
Yeah.
His wisdom saving throw was probably something like plus 11 or something, because mine is a plus 9 now, so his is probably like plus 11 or something. So
Please hold caller.
I do have to say though, thank you for the dexterity saving throws. It makes a nice change.
I love the fact that
Well,
in every wisdom saving throw I rolled like less than 7. It's like, yep, that's true
Roll that
Goliath.
old. So his wisdom saving throw is only plus 9.
oh, so he's not maxed out on wisdom then.
And now I think about it, I
Still
wasn't
better than my
even
plus
clicking
0.
the right thing there. I was clicking on the stat. So, did myself out there. Not that it mattered.
No,
All evened out.
it's just rubbing it in. Anything.
Sorry, buddy.
That was.
I need some spells that aren't wisdom saving throws, but the only one I've got is Enlarge Reduce, which is a con saving throw. Let's
I
take
think
a
because
moment.
of the
to think.
nature of
Shrinking the
bardic
cage was a good
abilities,
shout,
because
wasn't
they're bardic abilities are all very psychological and psychic, so
it? Yeah.
they're all going to be wisdom and stuff like that.
Well, maybe if you don't have any equipment at the moment, you need to buy something to enhance that.
If you're not tuned to anything,
My wisdom.
If you're not attuned to anything, just get a Ioun Stone or something or whatever they are.
Ooh.
I'm attuned to my Cloak of Darkness and the Dancing Rapier. I've technically still got your Ring of Remove Curse or whatever it is, or
Ring Counterspell.
Anti-spell.
Counter spell.
Yeah, there we go.
Could have used that.
Anti-spell. I'm not
Oh,
attuned
fuck
to it.
me.
Nah, well,
Because I thought about
You
it
did
when
have
he
a
had
long rest.
Spirit Guardian up. When he had Spirit Guardian up, I was like, I'm not attuned to it, so I can't anyway.
you did
It's
have
true.
a long rest.
It's useful to attune to that.
Yeah, attuned to that bad boy.
Although I can't wait to go back to the Isle of the Dead and just cast Dawn and just be like,
Yeah.
Because
badass.
I didn't realize how big it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I be
Like
not with
30
you when you do it?
30-foot radius is just ridiculous. And it goes
The
up
most
as
damage
well.
I took
So
was from you, I think. This
Is it sunlight or is it radiant damage?
it's sunlight.
Is it
It's
still
sunlight,
radiant
but it's
damage?
pretty-
Causes radiant damage, but it is pure sunlight.
So the thing is, resistant to it, I'd be willing to go in for a couple of rounds.
So, because it's sun, not radiant, do the vampires take double that then?
No, what it means
And
is
it's
they take
sudden-
the radiant damage, and
And
then
can't
because
heal.
they're in sunlight, they take additional damage because they're in direct sunlight.
But then also on their turn, if they're in it, they will also can't heal whilst they're in it. So it's pretty clutch.
It's useful.
Yeah.
The only downside of it is that obviously it can't. It's not like Spirit Guardians where I can be like, these people don't take damage. It's like
can't
anyone
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
in
It is.
there.
to say, if I run in and I decide to take it, I take it. You know.
It is. It
Yeah.
is the nuke.
Yeah.
It is the nuke, yeah. Like for
I-
the Isle of the Dead,
so
it is the nuke. Like dropping that there.
So I couldn't wrap myself in my cloak and not take any damage?
No, the damage still happens to anyone
Yeah.
in there, and it's radiant. It's not like
Oh, I suppose, yeah. It's still going to be like a wave of coming at me, innit?
yeah.
Going to be like, but yeah.
Yeah, and it's every time. It's when the spell is cast, and every time a creature finishes the turn in the circle.
It was pretty hard to have escaped it, actually. So Matt
Is it-
saying you've lost your concentration incorrectly actually did me a favour because I couldn't have escaped it on my turn.
Sorry, just on that one, because
Pretty
this is one that I think sometimes you go, this is a bit sort of weird in this respect, and I think some very few spells have this. If you finish your turn in there, what if you ran in, did some damage, and ran back out again? That
that's
seems
it.
OP.
Yeah,
It's only if you. No, but
Do
it's
you know what I
fine.
mean?
You're just in there, in and out. It's only 6 seconds. You got to think in terms of that's the time frame for your return. You literally run in, swing, run
Yeah,
straight back out.
but
You're not gonna take that
okay, but
damage.
what I mean is though, okay, thinking about the fact that what
It
we're
depends on
saying
whether
is, go on.
So because there's 2 types of spell as well. There's the ones that it's just if somebody finishes their turn inside this, they're going to take damage. There's others that the first time a creature enters the area or
Yeah.
finishes their turn, they'll
Yes.
take the damage. And I think that one's probably the latter.
I'm
it's the
I'm
first
just
time
checking
they
what Dawn
enter.
does.
Because I know things like
that
ring,
Spirit-
like what was it, Firewall or whatever it's called. There's a wizard spell like that. That one is
Wall of Fire.
Wall of Fire. Whether you walk through it or finish your turn in it, you take the damage. There's like you will take damage whatever. If you can't like walk through a Wall of Fire and not get burnt, basically. Because if it's finish your turn, it's like, well, it's fine. I'm walking through the Wall of Fire. So do you know what I mean? I'm just
So
wondering whether.
Dawn, you could run in, make your attack, and run back out, and you would not suffer any of the damage.
Okay.
That's sweet. That's sweet.
So technically, you can literally just have
I
all the
could've-
vampires in the middle and just Go in and out.
Yeah, just running it out.
You couldn't have
Put
in
freedom
that
of movement
fight,
on
though,
me,
'cause
not freedom of movement.
Haste.
Haste, and I suppose I could only get this because I'm Eldritch Fighter and I'm not gonna get it. And that is the Expeditious Retreat, and then I could run in, do it, do some damage, run back out again. But haste would be cool.
I don't think any of us can get
Until
haste.
it runs off. Or wears
Well,
off.
yeah. Then 6 seconds of.
Yep.
That wouldn't have worked tonight, though, would it? Because it was all difficult terrain, so you only would have made it in.
That's what she
But
said.
in future, it would work. Yeah. That's true.
Wow.
I need
went
to. If I'm not, it's looking more and more likely each week I'm not going to get my stuff back, but they're still in my equipment list just in case.
You're holding on to that.
All you have to do is say the fucking words.
I'm very indecisive.
Shit.
Just do it. Just do it.
Just do it.
next session.
Just do it. Honestly, like, Dave wants you to get your kit back, right? Like, seriously, it was just that there were so many other things that wish could be used for, but I just get your fucking shit back, right? But
This is the downside of Wish, is that it's so powerful.
yeah,
You have no idea what you want to use it on, and I can guarantee
do
you
everything.
there'll be
Also-
like 6 chances go past where you don't use it. And you wish you
Ander,
would.
right? If you think about a series of events, Ander has just been through a reawakening. He's pretty much just had a baptism in a lake with a fairy, right? When he pulled out the deck of cards, he now even feels the pull for a throne or his place of belonging. So the land that's his.
yeah. And you
God,
got
is
that,
that,
and
yeah.
and you got your boost of whatever you got, which I can't remember what it was.
Persuasion, I think it was.
Persuasion.
No,
So he's-
no shit on that persuasion roll earlier, or performance, or whatever it was.
He's becoming
Fucking hell.
more and more thinking about, like for example, if I was to wish to bring back every person Avraco killed instead of bringing my stuff back, we've got Captain Swift back as an ally, and we've got potentially the Eladrids as allies.
Oh, do you know what? Sorry.
Is that what Ender would do, though? Is it... Would he be that altruistic when he can just get everything back?
Because if you think about it, although it seems noble, it's still ultimately selfish.
That's true, I suppose.
That was
Just
far
in
too
a-
philosophical for Ander.
It's a veiled way of looking noble, but it's like people who do charity work on telly. You're really doing it for yourself.
All you people on telly doing charity work, you better listen up.
Looking at
And we'll completely ignore that if we then also do a charity live stream. So shush.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh man.
We can't ever do one now. You've said it.
I'm sure we will at some point.
We'll do it as
We
a
will very
podcast
much mean
instead.
it.
Oh, tell you what. Is it just our faces? Does everyone just get pissed off with us?
Well, I don't know. That was a perfect opportunity to give you a Muay Thai knee to the head, and it was brilliant.
It was brilliant. It was pretty fucking
was funny.
legendary. I was kind of
was
hoping
funny.
for, you get 1 point of bludgeoning damage, and I'll just go, fuck it. Stone's
I
endurance.
rolled for it, and I was just like, she rolled a 2 on the dice to hit. I thought, I can't have anything done there. It just doesn't work.
When you
I
started
think
to
it came
describe
out
it,
like
though,
a
it's almost
7.
as if you started to describe she was going to run up to him and embrace him, and that's what I was expecting in my head. And then you went, she knees him square in the face, and I just had to laugh. I'm sorry, it caught me off guard.
It was a good one. It was good, and it's like, yeah, I bet you for those guys who've been stuck there, of course, been very difficult for them. So,
And it was freaking me out at the start of the fight when Kirik was just like, I'm just going to stay here, I think. It's like, what is going to happen? And he went, you might want to get off the island. And I was like, what's he going to do?
well, also because you said, I want to drop the
Buffering was
nuke, I better
useless
not.
the whole fight. I picked a load of spells, and I was just like, I can't use them anymore. So, yeah, Bothrid basically jumped on the island and jumped back off.
I mean, going back to what Dawn was. Yeah, Dargon wasn't going to leave.
I was fully expecting that.
Yeah. Dargon wasn't going to leave.
Bothrid didn't raid. I think that was his issue. Otherwise, he would have.
If I'd have known what was coming, I'd have left.
I mean, but
I'll wait
Kirik
here,
was very
guys,
much
you
in a
go on.
position. Kirik was very much in a position of like, I don't want to see it. Like, I don't, because I think Kirik was in the point of like, if he sees Vraco,
You're going to see
there's
Red
nothing
as
he
well.
can.
Yeah.
That's he's just gonna kill him.
Yeah.
And that's what happened in the end. It was like, and that's from the point of where he saw this. Yeah, when he saw this stuff was happening, because Kirik's position has always been like, he's gone now. We don't know if there's any way of saving, but like, if it comes to killing an undead or potentially leaving him alive to sacrifice people, it was like there's no equation there. So yeah, Kirik is very much in the like, if I don't see Vraco, maybe these guys can talk him out of it. But then when he cast Spirit Guardians, it was like, okay, so this is happening. So yeah, bye.
Yeah. Like I said at the start, it had to be that Dargon was going to speak to him, find out,
Yeah,
get that word.
absolutely.
And then yeah, just go for it.
Mm-hmm.
That was proper clutch on the cage, by the way, Danny. That was awesome.
Oh, I thought it
That was so cool.
When I saw it in
Really
my head, I
awesome.
was like, this is going to be sweet. But then I was worried that as I said it, and Matt was going to go, and the cage just shrinks, and breaks around him. And I was like, oh shit, I've just freed
I
him.
did have that thought because he is
Yeah.
like dragon scale, and I was just like, no. I think because it only goes one size small. Had it gone any smaller, then there'd have been a conversation.
Yeah.
But it was just sort of.
I could just wish to level up, you know.
Also, maybe
You could have also pulled the card that allowed you to level up.
I might just wish for that.
I wish to pull the card that allows. That's like, yeah.
that's
Ultimate meta.
That's 4D chess. That is.
I wish
could
for
al-
all the cards that are bad to burn away.
Yeah.
You could also wish for new stuff.
Can't wish for new stuff. Can do anything. Can do anything with that spell. That's the problem.
Literally can do anything.
Trouble is, we keep
problem.
That's
we
the-
keep
that is
we
the
keep.
problem.
There's no
I was about to say we
consequences.
keep giving Danny ideas. It's like, just tell him, just get your stuff back, mate. Just get your stuff back. It's fine.
I'm so indecisive.
That's why you're the right person to have a
Yeah.
wish at this point.
Yeah.
I wish to be level 20, please.
Oh man. Oh, please
Matt
make
just
that
made
wish.
my head
I'd
explode.
have so much fun with that wish.
Because you'll be traveling
'cause what
around
do we do?
with. Yeah, you'll be traveling
You just
around
put me
with
in-
3 level 11 dudes. It's like, oh well.
No,
Be
he just put
drooling
me at
next
level
to you.
20 level 20 in a tower block rather than actual level 20 character. That's what I did. Or I'll be level 20 in
Druid.
backgammon.
Level 20 in Druid. Hey, Druid's a pretty OP at level 20.
As I said it, I was like,
can't die.
that would be pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
They literally do not age.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
Oh dear.
Oh,
There's
well.
other things I can think of doing with that particular wish. But I'll keep them to myself.
I might just be like something stupid like, I wish to be a tiefling. Just to see what happens.
There are worse
I wanna be a
wishes.
tabaxi.
There are worse.
There are
I want
worse
to be a
creatures.
tabaxi,
A
please.
tabaxi or a halfling or dragonborn.
Oh, I might change my race. That'll throw a right curveball into the Nyland next. The Eladrin's looking for a smug-looking, handsome man, and I'm now a ginger cat.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. We have the second wish.
We have the second wish.
That's That's pretty good, isn't it?
We're just going to get photos from Danny throughout the week of just like him on Hero Forge, just making new possible versions of Ander.
Versions of Ander. That's next time he casts mirror image. It's just going to be different like versions of Ander that are just different races.
Yeah.
All the different types it could be.
It's like a multiverse. Like
that's the homebrew it. That's what.
Oh wow!
I'll think of a new one.
I have no problems
instead
with
of, like-
homebrewing races.
I'm just thinking of. So we've got half orc. What's another half?
Half elf is
Half
good.
I could do. Nah, that's not good enough. Something random. Like a half
Halfling?
centaur.
Half Minotaur.
there's a half dragon.
There is a half dragon.
Knock knock, motherfucker! Zapping here.
Strolling in.
I'll just pretend to be her long lost love child that she didn't know I had.
Except you're like 5'10" and she's 40 foot long.
If Shrek and the donkey can do it, I think it can happen indeed.
That is very true.
There you go, cannon.
We all know Donkey
dear.
just crawled up in there and knocked one out.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to be Tabaxi Ander now. Imagine though if
could
I
be
all
half
of a sudden,
Tabaxi.
like- So would I still get all the cool shit? Do I really need extra dexterity though? Do I?
You get some pretty
think
good
I
decks
do.
off a Tabaxi, don't you? It's pretty sweet.
Never hurts.
I probably, my dex is good enough. I need a charisma bonus or a wisdom bonus, wouldn't it? So
Wish one of them to
Constitution
20 then.
bonus would be good as well, but oh wait, your badge is gone.
yeah, actually, I do want my constitution back and my wisdom. I could wish to
Just
be the
want
wisest
everything.
man in all the land.
Just get your
want
stuff back.
Gonna be here for
Yeah, I think-
another fucking month.
I think getting your stuff.
No, but-
I think getting your
No,
stuff.
because what'll happen is I'll just be about to wish for it, and Dargon will convince me otherwise. I tell you what, you are no longer hand of the king, my friend.
Hey, Ander, can you warm up this hot dog? Cheers, best hot dog I've ever had. Oh, right. Well, on that weird and wonderful note of what the hell you're going to use your wish spell for, let's end this this
I'm gonna
evening.
have to use it. I'm gonna have to use a spell, otherwise I'm just gonna bombard and hijack Malt Magic and more every week, talking about what I want to wish
What
for.
the hell are you going to do?
And how it changes every week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be one of those things. It started off as this, more sensible, and then just go to the absolute ridiculous, and we'll be like, ah, fuck it, just do it.
I'm gonna be a Tabaxi Tiefling monk next week.
Right.
Wow.
A horned cat with a tiefling tail. That's badass, actually. Matt, make it happen. I've locked it in.
Oh, I already know exactly where I can go with that.
Well, let's find out where we do go with it. Thank you very much for joining in for Malt Magic and More. I hope you have enjoyed this episode as well as our other weekly episodes of our campaign through Nylon. Please follow us on our socials, like and subscribe our videos on YouTube. We'd really appreciate it if you did. Follow us on Twitch as well. You'll find us streaming every Monday night and Wednesday night. Look forward to seeing you there, and we will see you next week.